Hello and welcome back to Easy Peasy Classes with another video on the topic of profit and loss. So this video is the part of a series of other videos in which we are going to discuss the topic wise previous year questions, and in this video we are going to discuss the previous year questions of the topic on the topic of profit and loss for your JNV entrance exam, of course. So without wasting time, let us get into our questions. Let's get started. By selling a dozen pencil at the cost of 30 rupees, the shopkeeper gains 10 rupees. His percentage of profit was, see, what is the selling price here? What is the selling price? The selling price is 30 rupees. And what is the cost price? The cost price is equal to selling price minus the profit rupees, right? The profit rupees. The cost price will be equal to selling price is 30 rupees minus the gains is profit. He gains 10 rupees as profit. So the cost price is equal to 20 rupees. 20 rupees is the cost price. 30 rupees is the selling price. So now what is the percentage profit? So what is the formula for percentage profit? Percentage profit is equal to profit by cost price into 100. Gain by cost price into 100. This can also be written. So gain is 10 rupees over the cost price is 20 rupees into 100. So what do you get here? What do you get? 1010 goes away. 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are 10. So therefore 5 into 10 is 50. 50% is the profit. Okay, so his profit percentage is 50%. So option 3 is the right answer here. Let's go on to our second question. This question came up in 2 years, 2009 and 2017. After allowing a discount of 18%, a washing machine is available for 13,489. So after allowing a discount of 18%, a washing machine is available for what rupees? 13,489 rupees. What is the market price of the washing machine? So market price means the marked price, right? So initially the washing machine was kept at X rupees, X percent without any discount, right? X rupees, that is equal to some rupees, we don't know. So you gave 18% discount here, 18% discount. So what is the left out rupees here? After giving 18% discount, what is the left out percentage? That is 100 minus 18. That will give you 72%. 72. Is it 72? No, 82. Sorry, I'm sorry. 82%. So the left out amount is 82%. So 82% of the X, the marked price, is equal to 13,489 now. Okay, so 82% of the marked price is equal to 13,489. Okay, you should understand this conceptually. Let me explain you again. I will explain this once more. Okay, don't worry. So the question says after allowing a discount of 18%, a washing machine is available for 13,489 rupees, right? After allowing for a discount of 18%, right? What is the market price of the washing machine? This is asked here, right? So before giving 18% discount, what was the price of the washing machine? We don't know. Let's call the price, original mark price, as X, right? After giving 18% discount, what is the left out percentage? The total there is 100%, right? In total there is 100%. So you take away 18% as a discount. What is the left out percentage here? 82%. So the 82% of this original price is equal to 13,489. This also means that 82% means 82 by 100. Of means multiplication of the original price is equal to 13,489. Understood? Next, Now we need to find the what is the market price. The market price is the x. X is the market price. So you need to find the value of x. Rest is all the simplification part. Multiply, cross multiply. So let's see what you get. X is equal to 13,489 into 100 by 82 by 82. Okay. So can we divide this? Yes, we can divide. 2 4s are 8, 2 1s are 2. 250s is 100. 250s is 100. So let me take away the upper portion. Let me take away the upper portion. So now we get a different figure here, that x is equal to 13,489 into 50 divided by 41. 41 is a prime number. 41 is a prime number. So let's divide the whole number. 13,489 divided by 41. Let's do this division. So 4 3s is 120. 41 3s is 123. 41 3s is 123. So the difference is 4 minus 3 is 1, 3 minus 2 is 1, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So now 8 comes down, 118. So you can't take 41 3s because 41 3s is 123. You will take 41 2s as 82. 8 minus 2 is 6, 11 minus 8 is 3. So 36 you get. The next number is 9, 9 comes down. 36, 369. 41 9s is 369. 369, the remainder is 0. Now this part became 369. So the x is equal to 369 into 50. Let's do the multiplication here. Forget about the 0, just do the division multiplication with 5. 5 9s is 45, 4 carry over. 5 6 is 30, 30 plus 4 is 34, 3 carry over. 5 3s is 15, 15 plus 3 is 18. And one more 0 is there. You will keep that 0 as. So therefore, did I do something wrong here? Yes, I did a very big mistake here. I did a very big mistake. The quotient is 329, right? 329. So I took it in a wrong way. That's why I was getting a different answer. Now let us do the multiplication. 5 9s is 45, 4 carry over. 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 4 is 14, 1 carry over. 5 3s are 15, 15 plus 1 is 16. So 1645 is not the answer because there is one more 0 here. You need to keep that 0 as well. So therefore 16,450 is the market price of the washing machine. Option 3 is the right answer. Option 3 is the right answer. If you did not understand this solution, go back, watch it again, you will be able to understand this. Let's move on to our next question. A cell phone was bought for 1,500 rupees and then it was sold for 1,650 rupees. What is the percent profit? A cell phone was bought for 1,500 rupees and then it was sold for 1,650 rupees. What is the percent profit of this cell phone? So the cost price is what? 1,500. Selling price is what? Selling price is 1,650, right? So now we need to find what? Profit percent. Profit percent is equal to selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100. What is the selling price? Selling price is 1,650 minus cost price is 1,500 divided by cost price, that is 1,500 multiplied with 100. So you get what? 2 zeros cancels, goes away. So 1,650 minus 1,500 is equal to 150 by 15. 15 ones are 15. 15 tens is 150. Therefore, profit percent is equal to 10%. 10% is the profit. Option 1 is the right answer for this question. Let's move ahead. If a book purchase in 150 rupees and sell it for 180 rupees, then profit percentage is, again, cost price is equal to 150, selling price is equal to 180. You know the profit percentage formula: selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100. I've written this thing hundreds of times. So the profit percentage is equal to selling price is 180 and cost price is 150 and cost price is 150 into 100. So let's do the math. 10 cancels away. So you're left with 180 minus 50. 150 is 30. 30 by 15. 30 by 15 into 10 is there. Into 10 is there. 15 ones are 15. 15 twos are 30. 2 into 10 will give you 20. 2 into 10 will give you 20. Profit percentage is equal to 20%. So 20% is the right answer for this question. Option 1 is the right answer. This question came up in 2015. All right. A radio was sold for 680 rupees at a loss of 120 rupees. At what price should it be sold to earn a profit of 120 rupees? Okay, let's break up the question. A radio was sold at selling price at 680 rupees. Okay, with a loss of 120 rupees. Okay, so therefore, what is the cost price of the radio? What is the cost price of the radio? Selling price plus loss. Selling price plus loss, which is 680 plus 120. 680 plus 120, which will give you 800. Will it give you 800? Yes, it will give you 800 rupees. Okay, so the cost price of the radio is 800 rupees. Now they are telling us at what price should it be sold in order to earn a profit of 120. What is the formula for profit? Profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. Selling price minus cost price. Now they're saying we need to earn a profit of 120 rupees. So that what should be the selling price? So if I keep profit as 120 rupees and I don't know what is the selling price, I know the cost price. Cost price is around 800 rupees because I have already found out the cost price here. So what will I get as this selling price as? Selling price, I will keep it in the right hand side as it is. So 800 will cross over here. The negative sign becomes positive sign when it crossovers the equal sign. So whenever a number crossovers to the other side through an equal sign, so the negative sign becomes positive sign, right? So this becomes 800 rupees plus 120 rupees. So therefore you will get 920 rupees as the selling price. The radio must be sold at a price of 920 rupees in order to earn a profit of 120 rupees. All right. So we have it in option number 4. Therefore, option 4, 920 rupees is the right answer for this question. Let's move ahead. A man sold a watch at a profit of 5%. Okay. If cost price of the watch was 200 rupees, what was its selling price? He sold the watch for a profit of 5% rupees. If cost price of the watch was 200 rupees, what was its selling price? So you should know the formula properly. Profit percentage is equal to selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100, right? So fill up all the information and find out what is left there. So he sold the watch for 5% profit and we don't know the selling price. We need to find out the selling price. Keep the selling price as X. Let me call selling price as X. Okay, or you can even call it as selling price itself, SP, and minus cost price is 200. He bought that watch for 200 rupees, right? And divided by cost price, that is 200 multiplied with 100. Okay, so these two zeros cancels out, and so this 2 and this 5 gets multiplied. So you get 10 is equal to selling price minus 200. So this 200 will cross over the equal sign. So I will keep selling price on the right hand side. So 200 crossovers, the negative sign becomes positive sign, and there is already a plus 10 there. So 200 plus 10 is equal to 210 is equal to selling price. The selling price is 210. The selling price is 210 rupees. Option 2 is the right answer for this question. Let's move ahead. After bought a ceiling fan on 750 rupees, one sells it with a profit of 18 rupees. Very well. Then find the selling price. Again, same kind of question. So he sold the ceiling fan at the profit of 18%. So you know the profit percentage formula, which is selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100, right? So profit percentage is 18% is the profit, right? He got. Selling price we don't know, and the cost price is 750, right? 750. Cost price is 750 into 100. So this is what is the equation that we will get. Just solve the equation. 0 0 cancels away. So this becomes 18 into 75. Cross multiply, right? 18 into 75 is equal to selling price minus 750 into 10 is there. Into 10 is there. You should not forget this 10. Okay? You should not forget the 10. So now multiply 75 with 18, 75 with 18, or I will do the other way. I will multiply it 75 with 18. Okay, 75 by 18. 18 5s are 90. 9 goes as a carryover, right? 18 7s are 126. 126 plus 9 is 135. 135. So 1350 is equal to selling price. So 10. So 10 is being multiplied here. 10 is being multiplied. You will get 10 selling price. 10 selling price minus 7,500. 7,500 because 10 is being multiplied to both the numbers. Distributive property of multiplication. Okay. So keep that 10 selling price here. Or I can do one more thing, right? I can do the other way also. I can also do it other way. Selling price minus 750, right? I will send this 10 crossover. I will send it to the downside. So this becomes 10. So 1010 goes away. This way also I can do, right? So I'm left with this number. 135 is equal to selling price minus 750. So selling price remains there on the right hand side. 750 crossovers. We will get 750 plus 135. When you solve this, you will be left with 885 rupees as the selling price. 885 is the right answer for this question. Option 2 is the right answer. Let's move ahead. A shopkeeper bought 15 tables at the rate of 500 each and 20 chairs at the rate of 300 each. He spent 40 on transportation. Okay. He sold the tables and chairs at a flat rate of 380 rupees each. What is gain or loss? Okay. So what is the total expenditure, total cost price of the all tables and chairs? So for chairs, he bought 15 tables and each of them costed him 500 rupees. This is the total money for tables. And what is the amount for chairs? He bought 20 chairs and each costing him at a rate of 300 rupees. 300 rupees. And he also spent another 40 rupees on transportation, right? So 15 5s is 75 and 2 zeros. 23 is 60, last another 2 zeros. So this is the total expenditure. So you will get 13,500 plus 40 rupees on transportation. 40 rupees on transportation. So in total, he is spending around 13,540 rupees. Okay. This is the cost price of all the materials. What is the selling price? Selling price is equal to, in total, there are 15 tables and 20 chairs. 15 tables and 20 chairs. In total, how many items are there? 35 items are there. Add them up. And 35 items, he is selling them, each of them at 380 rupees. So you just have to multiply in order to find the selling price. So let's do the multiplication. Forget about this 0. We will add it at the end of the answer. So 8 5s is 40, 4 carry over. 8 3s is 24, 24 plus 4 is 28. 3 5s is 15, 1 carry over. 3 3s are 9 plus 1 is 10, right? 0, 8 plus 5 is 13, 1 carry over. 2 plus 1 is 3, 1 and 1 more 0. So he is selling this at a cost of 13,300. 13,300. So if you see that selling price and cost price, we can find that selling price is less than cost price. Cost price is more than selling price. So in such a scenario, what he is making? He is making a loss. He is making a loss. Loss of how much? In order to find the loss, what is the formula? Cost price minus selling price. The cost price is 13,540. What is the selling price? Selling price is, this is the selling price, right? Selling price is 13,540. 13,300. So what you will get? 240 rupees is the loss. 240 rupees is the loss. Option 1 is the right answer. Option 1 is the right answer in this question. Let's move ahead. A man buys a radio for 900 rupees and sells it for 1,200 rupees. Find his gain percent. A man buys a radio for 900 rupees and sells it for 1,200 rupees. Find his gain percent. Okay. They are already asking us to find the profit percent. Gain percent means profit percent. Selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100. This is the formula. So let's put up the values. So we don't know the percentage. So let's call it as profit percent. Selling price is 1,200 minus cost price is 900, right? So, and this divided by cost price multiplied with 100. These two zeros goes away. 1,200 minus 900 is 300. 300 by 9, 300 by 9. So what we will get? 9, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 100, 3 hundreds are 300. So 100 by 3, we know that 100 by 3 is equal to 33.33 or 33 1 by 3. 33.33 or 33 1 by 3 or 33.33. So both can be the possibility. So we have it in the mixed fraction in option number 4. Option 4 is the right answer for this question. Let's move ahead. A shopkeeper bought 2 dozen of brushes at the rate of 10 per dozen. If he sells them at 1 per brush, what profit will he earn? See, he bought 2 dozen brushes at the rate of 10 per dozen. So what is the cost price here? For 1 dozen, he paid 10 rupees, right? For 1 dozen, he paid 10 rupees. For 2 dozen, how much is he paying? He will pay 20 rupees. 20 rupees, right? And he is selling, this is the cost price. Okay, let me write it as a cost price. So in total, the cost price of all his materials, all brushes, is 20 rupees. And if he sells them at 1 per brush, what profit will he earn? In 1 dozen, how many brushes are there? There are 12 brushes. In 2 dozen, how many brushes are there? 12 2s is 24 brushes. 24 brushes. And he is selling all of them at 1 rupees per brush, right? 1 rupees per brush. So therefore, what is his selling price? Selling price is equal to, so in total there are 24 brushes and each of them he is selling at 1 rupees. So 24 into 1 rupees is equal to 24 rupees. 24 rupees. So therefore, the selling price here is 24 rupees. So now we need to find the profit. What profit has he made? The profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. Selling price is 24 rupees and cost price is 20. So we get profit as rupees 4. 4 rupees is the right answer. Option 4 is the right answer for this question. Let's move ahead. A person buys 60 oranges at the rate of 21 rupees per dozen and sells them at the rate of 24 rupees per dozen. He makes a profit of how many rupees? Okay. So first of all, understand, he bought 60 oranges. How many dozens are in 60 oranges? For 1 dozen, there are 12 oranges. For 60 oranges, how many dozens are there? So you need to divide it by 12. Okay. So 12 ones are 12. 12 5s is 60. So 5 dozens. He bought around 5 dozens. Okay. And for each dozen, so what is the cost price here? Cost price, how much he paid for each dozen? For each of these 5 dozens, he paid around 21 rupees. So what is the cost price? 21 5s is 105 rupees. Okay. And what is his selling price? Selling price is, and for each of these dozens, he is selling them at 24 rupees. He is selling them at 24 rupees per dozen. So therefore, the total amount becomes 120 rupees. 120 rupees. Now, how to find the profit? Profit is equal to selling price minus the cost price. Selling price here is 120 rupees minus cost price is 105 rupees. So therefore, you will get 120 minus 105 is 15. 120 minus 105 is 15 rupees. So profit is 15 rupees here. profit is 15 rupees here. All right, let's move ahead. An old table was purchased for 180 rupees and 20 rupees were spent on its repairs. So therefore, what is the cost price? So he purchased it at 180 rupees, and for repair also he spent it out of his pocket only. Even for repairing the chair, he is spending out of his pocket. So therefore, the cost price will be equal to 200 rupees. Okay, 200 rupees. If it was sold at a profit of 20%, the selling price of the table was. Similar kind of question. We should know the formula. Let me write it in a short. Cost price is equal to 200 rupees. And we know the formula for profit percentage. Profit percentage is equal to selling price minus cost price by 100 into, sorry, not 100, by cost price into 100. So profit percent is 20% here. 20% is the profit percent. And selling price, we don't know, we call it as selling price, minus cost price is 200. 200 is the cost price by cost price 200 into 100. Okay, so two zeros cancels away here, 2 gets cross multiplied, so 40 is equal to selling price minus 200. So this 200 crossovers to the other side, left hand side, so it has a minus sign, it will become positive. 200 plus 40 is equal to selling price, or we have it as 240 is equal to selling price. Okay, so this is the right answer for this question. 240, option 3 is the right answer for this question. Okay, let's move ahead. 1 kg of sugar was bought for 80 rupees. 1 kg of sugar was bought for 80 rupees and sold for 100 rupees. Find the profit percent. Very simple. Profit percent is equal to selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100. I have told you n number of times. Here, what is the selling price? It is 100. What is the cost price? He bought it for 80 rupees, right? 80 rupees. So cost price is 80 rupees multiplied with 100. So 10 goes away, right? So now we are left with 100 minus 80. 100 minus 80 is 20. 100 minus 80 is 20 into 10 by 8. By 8. So 2 4s are 8. 2 10s are, sorry, 2 10s are 20. 2 10s is 20. So you get 100 by 4. 10 tens is 100 by 4. 4 ones are 4. 4 25 is 100. So therefore 25 is the right answer. The profit percentage is 25%. 25% is the profit percent. Okay, 25% is the profit percent here. So let's move ahead. Find the loss percent if cost price is 300, selling price is 250. Selling price is less than cost price. We know that loss percent is equal to cost price minus selling price by cost price into 100, right? This is the formula for loss percent. So let's find the loss percent. We are given that cost price is 300 minus selling price is 250, right? By cost price is again 200 and 300 into 100 there. So let's find the loss percentage. These two zeros will get cancelled. Zeros will get cancelled. 300 minus 250 will give you what? Will give you 300 minus 250 will give you 50 by 3. 50 by 3. Let's do the division here. 50 by 3. 3 ones are 3. You are left with 2. 0 comes down. 3 6 are 18. So you are left with 2. You will keep a 0. But there is no answer here in the decimal form. So we will not go for the decimal form. We will try to convert this into the mixed fraction form. So therefore, the loss percentage is equal to 16 as a whole number, 2 in the numerator and 3 in the denominator. 16 2 by 3. Option 1 is the right answer. Option 1 is the right answer in this question. Let's move ahead. Calculate the gain percent if a watch bought for 450 rupees was sold for 500 rupees. Calculate the gain percent. Gain percent means profit percent. So profit percent is equal to selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100. So you should know this formula, apply the values. So therefore gain percent or the profit percent is equal to the selling price is 500 minus cost price is 450 by cost price is 450 into 100. Okay, 1010 goes away. So 450 minus, sorry, 500 minus 450 is equal to 50 by 45. 5 tens are 50, 5 nines are 40, 10 by 9, 10 by 9. So 10 divided by 9. We need it in mixed fraction. 9 ones are 9. We leave it with 1, 0. We don't have to go for decimals. We need it in okay, one more mistake I have done. So there is one more 10 here. Okay, so 10 into 10 is still there. 10. So let me do it again. I'm sorry. Let me go back. Go back. I left a 10 here. Okay, so this is there. 1010 goes away, right? So 500 minus 450 will leave you with 50 into one more 10 is there by 445 is there. So 5 nines are 45 and 5 tens is 50, right? So 10 into 10 will give you 100 by 9. So we need it in a mixed fraction here somewhere. So that's why we will do the long division here. 9 ones are 9, 10 minus 9 is 1, 0 comes down, 9 ones are 9 again, 10 minus 9 is 1. So therefore 100 by 10 is equal to 100 by 9 is equal to 11, the whole number, 1 in the numerator and 9 in the denominator. 11 1 by 9, 11 1 by 9 is the right answer for this question. So the gain percent is 11 1 by 9 percentage. Option 2 is the right answer. Let's move ahead. By selling the bicycle for 1200, David gets 20% profit. Find the cost price of the bicycle. This is again very easy. So he sold the bicycle for, selling price is for 1200 and profit percent is also given, that is 20%. You know the formula for profit percent. Profit percent is equal to selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100. Okay, so let's put the values here. Profit percent is 20 is equal to selling price is 1200 minus cost price we don't know, by cost price we don't know, we will keep it as CP into 100, right? This CP, before multiplying the CP here, you can cancel out this 0 and this 0 here. Okay, now multiply this CP there, so that becomes 2CP is equal to, and this 10, I'm sorry, we can still do the math here. We can still cancel out here. 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10. This can also be done, right? So you will multiply CP with 1, CP into 1 is CP is equal to 5. You will distribute this multiplication with 5. 12 5s is 60. 12 5s is 60. 2 zeros minus 5CP because CP into 5 is 5CP. So now take away, cross over this minus 5CP here on the left hand side. So you will get 5CP plus CP is equal to 6000, or 6CP. 5CP plus CP is 6 times CP is equal to 6000. So send this 6 downside. What you will get? Divided by 6, 6 ones are 6, 6 ones are 6, 6 zeros is 0, 6 zeros is 0, 6 zeros is 0. So therefore 1000 rupees is the profit. So sorry, cost price. 1000 rupees is the cost price of this bicycle. Option 2 is the right answer. 1000 rupees is the cost price of this bicycle. Let's move ahead. A man bought a bicycle for 550 rupees. All right, a man bought a bicycle for 550 rupees. For how much should he sell the bicycle so as to gain 10% profit? Okay, so cost price is given here. We have to find the selling price, right? Selling price. You know the profit percentage formula. Selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100. This is the formula for profit percent, and they are telling us in order to get 10% profit, what should be his selling price, and his cost price is already given 550 by 550 into 100. This we need to simplify, right? 1010 goes away, 1010 goes away here, So 55 gets cross multiplied. 55 is equal to selling price minus 550. 550 crosses over and the sign changes. 550 is equal to, plus 55 is equal to selling price. 550 plus 55 is equal to 605 is equal to selling price. So the selling price is equal to 605 rupees. Option 1 is the right answer for this question. Option 1 is the right answer for this question. Let's move ahead. Find the profit percent if cost price is equal to 500 and selling price is equal to 550. Okay. Find the profit percent if cost price is 500 and selling price. Okay, profit percent, again the same formula. Profit percent is equal to selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100, right? Put up the values here. Selling price is 550 minus cost price is 500 divided by cost price is 500 into 100. So how much do you get? Cancel out these two zeros. 550 minus 500 is 50 by 5. 5 ones are 5. 5 tens are 50. So therefore, profit percent is equal to 10%. Option 3 is the right answer for this question. Let's move ahead. A man loses 10% by selling an article for 270 rupees. Find the cost price of an article. So loss percent is given here, and we know the formula for loss percent, that is cost price minus selling price by cost price into 100. We need to make use of this formula now. So loss, what is the loss he is making? He is making 10% loss. And what is the cost price? We don't know. We need to find the cost price. We will keep it as it is. Selling price is 270. He sold it for 270 rupees into 100. Okay. So this zero goes away. That zero will go away. CP will cross over. So CP into 1 is CP is equal to, now distribute this 10 to both the numbers. 10 CP minus 2700. Okay, 2700. So now this 2700 will come here. This CP will go there. So therefore, minus 2700 will become positive 2700 is equal to 10 CP. 10 CP is there itself, and this plus CP will become minus 1 CP. Minus CP. 10 CP minus 1 CP. 10 CP minus 1 CP is equal to 9 CP. And the here 2700 is there. 9 will cross over and it will go to the denominator. It will go in the denominator. Okay, so CP is equal to 2700 by 9. So this can be divided here. 9 9s are 9, 9 3s are 27, 9 zeros are 0, 9 zeros are 0. So therefore 300 is equal to cost price, or the cost price is equal to 300 rupees. Option 4 is the right answer for this question. It's all about the simplification, remembering the formula and applying those values in the formula and finding out the answer at the end. That is all the trick is lying with. Let's move ahead. A man loses 10% by selling his watch for 450 rupees. Find the cost price of the watch. Same question, similar question. Loss percentage is equal to cost price minus selling price by not selling price, it is again cost price multiplied with 100. Okay. So he is making a 10% loss. 10% loss is equal to cost price, we don't know, we need to find it, minus selling price is 450 by cost price into 100. Okay, this zero goes away, cost price gets multiplied. So therefore cost price is equal to, so now 10 gets multiplied, distribute that multiplication. 10 CP minus 450 becomes 4500, right? 450 becomes 4500. So now here 4500 I will cross over, 10 CP will also cross over. So negative 4500 will become positive 4500, and 10 CP is there itself, minus another 1 CP, because this CP has a positive sign. When it cross overs the equal sign, it becomes negative. So now let us solve this. This becomes 9 CP. 10 minus 1 CP is 9 CP, and this remains 4500 as it is. Take this 9 downside. 9 goes to the down, right? Now let's do the division. 9 ones are 9, 9 5s are 45, 9 zeros are 0, 9 zeros is 0. So therefore 500 rupees is equal to the cost price. Cost price is nothing but 500 rupees. Option 3 is the right answer for this question. Let's move ahead. An article is sold for 10 rupees, which is a 10% profit of cost price. What is the cost price? He is making 10 rupees, 10% profit by selling an article for 10 rupees. Okay. Anyways, so we know the formula for profit percentage. Profit percentage is equal to selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100. Selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100. So he is making 10% profit and he is selling at 10 rupees minus cost price. We don't know what is the cost price. So we will keep it cost price as it is. Okay, let's do the math here. 0, 0 gets cancelled away. This CP will go cross multiply. CP into 1 is 1 CP is equal to 10 into 10 is 100 minus 10 CP, right? 10 CP, 100 minus 10 CP. So this minus 10 CP will cross over, minus 10 CP will cross over the equal sign. So that becomes plus CP plus 10 CP plus another CP is there is equal to 100, or 11 CP is equal to 100, or CP is equal to 100 by 11. 11 will go down in the denominator. So what is 100 by 11? 100 by 11, 11 ones are, sorry, 11 ones are 11 can't be taken. 11 nines is 99. So you will get 1 again. You will keep a 0. You will keep a point. If you're taking 2 zeros at the same time, you will have to keep one more 0. If you are taking 2 zeros at the same time, you will have to keep one more 0 in the quotient. And so again 11 nines is 99. So again you will be left with another remainder one, and this goes on. This goes on. So we can round it up as 9.09 rupees. So cost price of the article is 9.09 rupees, which is available in option 1. Option 1 is the right answer for this question. Let's move ahead. The selling price of a fountain pen costing 6.20 sold at a loss of 10 rupees is, we need to find the selling price. Okay, we need to find the selling price, and the loss percentage is given to us. So the loss percentage formula is cost price minus selling price by cost price into 100. So this is the formula for loss percentage, right? So loss percentage is 10, which is given to us. 10% is the loss percent, and cost price is 6.20, and selling price we don't know, we keep it as it is. Selling price by cost price is 6.20 into 100, right? Into 100. So this 0 goes away, right? And in the denominator 6.20 is there. This 0 will not go away. Okay, this 0 and this 0 will not go away. Cross multiply. 6.20 is equal to 6.20 into 10. Multiply this 10 with two numbers, distribute the multiplication. 6.20 into 10 will give you 62. Decimal point will shift. So minus 10 selling price. 10 selling price. Okay, 10 selling price. Okay, so what will happen? 10 selling price will go this way, and 6.20 will come this way, right? 6.20 will come this way. So what we will be left with? Negative 10 SP will become positive 10 SP, and 62 is there itself, and 6.20 is having a positive sign, that will come as a negative. 62 minus 6.2 is equal to 62 minus 6.2 is equal to what? 0 minus 2 can't happen. Borrow. 10 minus 2 is 8. 1 remains here. Borrow again. 11 minus 6 is 5. 55.8. You will get 55.8 here as 10 SP. Push that 10 in the denominator. Push that 10 in the denominator. So now in the denominator you have 10. So again this decimal point will shift to the left hand side. You will get selling price as rupees 5.58. The selling price of the fountain pen is 5.58, where because of which he makes a 10% loss. 5.58. Do we have it in our answer? Option 2 is the right answer. Option 2 is the right answer. A merchant lost 51 rupees by selling 17 bags of the price for 1020 rupees. A merchant lost 51 rupees by selling 71 bags of the rice for 1020 rupees. What was the cost price per bag? All right, cost price per bag. Okay, how do we find this? How do we find this? So he lost in total 51 rupees, right? He made a loss of what? 51 rupees. And he sold how many bags? 17 bags. And for what cost? 1020 rupees. 1020 rupees. And he sold 17 bags. So what is the cost for each bag? What is the selling price for each bag? 17 ones are 17. 17 6 is 102. 17 zeros are 7. 17 zeros are 0. So 60 rupees is the selling price. 60 rupees is the selling price. Selling price is equal to 60 rupees. Okay. Selling price is 60 rupees. Very well. And he made a loss. He made a loss here. What is the loss he made? He made in total 51 rupees loss. And for each bag, for 17 bags are there. For 17 bags, he made 51 rupees as the loss. For each bag, what is the loss here? 17 ones are 17, 17 threes are 51. So 3 rupees is the loss for each bag. Loss is 3 rupees. Okay, 3 rupees. So what is the cost price? What will be the cost price? So we know the formula, right? We know the loss formula. Loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. We want to find the cost price. So push this selling price to the left hand side. We will get selling price plus loss is equal to cost price, right? Selling price is 60. Loss price is 3 rupees. So we need to add 60 plus 3. 60 plus 3 will give you as selling price is 60 plus loss is 3 rupees per bag. That will give you cost price. 60 plus 3 is 63 rupees. The cost price of a bag is 63 rupees. Option 3 is the right answer. Option 3 is the right answer for this question. Let's move ahead. A person buys a book for 27 rupees and sell it at a profit of 10% of selling price. 10% of the selling price. Find the selling price. Okay. The question is quite wrongly given here, right? Is quite wrongly given here. A person buys a book for 27 rupees and sell it at a profit of 10% of cost price. 10% of cost price. Okay. Find the selling price. Okay. Very well. So we know the profit percent formula again. Profit percent is equal to selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100. Right? We have been given the profit percent as 10%. Selling price we don't know. Selling price minus cost price is 27, and again cost price is 27 into 100. Okay, so this zero goes away. 27 gets cross multiplied. 27 is equal to 10 into selling price minus 10 into 27 is 270. So this 270 crossovers to the left hand side. With the negative sign, it becomes positive sign. 270 plus 27 is equal to 10 into selling price. Okay, 270 plus 27 will give you 297 is equal to 10 SP is there. 10 goes down, right? 10 goes down, and you are left with selling price. So when you divide a number with 10, there will be a decimal point after one number because 10 is there in 10. So selling price is equal to 29.7 rupees. 29.7 rupees is available in option 1. So 29.7 rupees, option 1 is the right answer for this question. An article is bought for 180 rupees and sold at a gain of 20 rupees. An article is bought for 180 rupees and sold at a gain of 20 rupees. The selling price of the article is, an article is bought for 180 rupees and sold at a gain of 20 rupees. The selling price of the article is. Similarly, again the same question is asked. Profit percentage is equal to selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100. We need to make use of this formula. 20% is the profit given here, and we don't know the selling price. We need to find the selling price. I will call the selling price as SP minus cost price is 180 rupees and cost price is 180. So we need to multiply it with 100. 10 goes away. This zero also goes away. 18 twos are 36 is equal to selling price minus 180. 180 will cross over to the left hand side, so it becomes positive. 180 plus 36 is equal to selling price. So this becomes 216. 216 is equal to selling price. Rupees 216 is the selling price of the article. Option 4 is the right answer. If an article is sold at loss of 50%, find the cost price in terms of selling price. Okay, loss percentage, you know, loss percentage is equal to cost price minus selling price by selling price is into 100 into 100 into 100. I'm sorry, this is into 100. So now the question is asking us to find the cost price in terms of selling price, right? In terms of selling price. The only information given to us is loss percentage. Let's put that value 50% is equal to cost price minus selling price by selling, not the denominator is not selling price, I'm sorry, cost price minus selling price by cost price. Okay, cost price minus selling price by cost price into 100 into 100. So 51s are 50, 52s are is 100. We can cancel it this way. So now cross multiply this CP. CP is equal to, now distribute this multiplication, 2CP minus 2SP. Okay, so this minus SP will come over to the right hand side, and this CP will come over to the left hand side, right hand side. Minus 2SP will come over to the left hand side, CP will come over to the right hand side. Okay, so minus will become positive. 2 into SP is equal to 2CP minus CP. 2CP minus CP. So 2SP is equal to 2SP is equal to 2CP minus CP is CP. Okay, or in other ways, in other terms, CP is equal to 2 into selling price. 2SP means 2 into selling price, right? So this is the right answer. Option 2 is the right answer. So find the cost price in terms of selling price. We have found the cost price in terms of selling price, where you need to multiply it 2 times. You need to multiply it 2 times. So 2 is the right answer for this question. This is a much more advanced and conceptual question. You need a lot of understanding, a thorough understanding, a deep understanding in order to answer this question. The selling price of a fountain pen costing 10 rupees sold at a loss of 10 rupees is, okay, we need to find the selling price. Loss percentage is given here. The loss percentage formula is cost price minus selling price by cost price into 100. This is the formula. The loss percentage is given to us. Put those values, 10%, and cost price is 10 rupees minus selling price we don't know. Selling price we don't know, by 10 into 100, right? This 0 goes away, this 0 goes away again, then we are left with 1 here, right? 1 is equal to 10 minus SP. So this SP will go there, this 1 will come here, so SP is equal to 10 minus 1. So SP is equal to, selling price is equal to 10 minus 1 is 9 rupees. Selling price is equal to 9 rupees. Option 4 is the right answer for this question. A quintal of wheat is bought for 800 rupees. At what price per kg it is retailed so as to make a profit of 20 rupees? Per kg, 1 quintal of wheat, how many kgs are there in a quintal? How many kgs are there in a quintal? 1 quintal is equal to 100 kgs. Okay, 100 kgs are there. So a quintal of wheat is bought for 800 rupees. So what is the cost price for 1 kg? Cost price for 1 kg will be 800 divided by 100. 800 divided by 100, which will give you 8 rupees. 8 rupees, okay? 8 rupees. So cost price is equal to 8 rupees. At what price per kg? At what price per kg it is retailed or it is sold so as to make a profit of 20 rupees, 20%. So we need to make a profit of 20%, and we know the formula for profit: selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100, right? So we know the profit need to be 20%, and we don't know the selling price, but we know the cost price per kg is 8 rupees. Cost price per kg is 8 rupees into 100, right? So how can we do this? So 1 0 goes away, right? 1 0 goes away, and 2 4s are 8 and 2 5s are 10, right? 2 4s are 8 and 2 5s are 10. 4 gets multiplied here, so 4 2s are is 8. 8 is equal to, now this 5 will be multiplied to both the places here, so 5 sp minus 8 into 5 is a 40. Okay, 5 sp minus 40. This minus 40 will cross over here. So what will it become? It will become positive. 40 plus 8 is equal to 5 into selling price. 5 will go down here. 5 will go down. 5 will go down. So you're left with only SP. 40 plus 8 is equal to 48. 40 plus 8 is equal to 48. So selling price is equal to 48 by 5, right? 48 by 5. So let's divide this. What will it become? 48 divided by 5. 5 9s is 45, and 8 minus 5 is 3. So you will keep a 0, you'll keep a point. 5 6 is 30. 5 6 is 30. Remainder is 0. So 9.6 rupees. 9.6 rupees is it should be the selling price per kg of wheat in order to gain 20% profit. 9.6 is available in option 4. Option 4 is the right answer. Option 4 is the right answer for this question. Find the profit if cost price is equal to 300 and selling price is equal to 450. So we know the profit formula. Profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. Selling price is given here as 450 minus cost price as 300. So therefore profit is equal to 150. As easy as that. So option 3 is the right answer. With this, I think we have ended all the questions, and with this I am going to conclude this video. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed the channel for more such relevant content at free of cost on YouTube. And yes, I will see you all in the next video. Thank you all for watching.